Greetings everyone, I'm the Flying Twinkie, and welcome to another video on my channel about coins and precious metals. Today's video is another mail call, and as you can see I have once again 2 envelopes to share with you. And I also have my Lego coin stage here because I think it will help with the contents of this envelope in particular. So let's get started. First of all, I have a small package from Robinhood coins, and once again I donated for a box on his channel, and we found one NIFC. It's a 2011 Kennedy with a partial ring of death, unfortunately, but still very crispy looking coin. And then of course the thank you ounce of silver. This time I chose the 1 ounce maple leaf because I got the Krugerrand last time. So that's a 2019. I'll recapsule this into a proper size capsule and add that to my collection. And of course, he sent me another Robinhood coin sticker. So if you've not checked out Robinhood Coin's live streams or his videos on his channel, I'll link it in the description down below. Please go have a look. It's lots of fun, so go and check him out. Alright, next up, I've got this larger envelope from Ogir Coins. And you may remember me mentioning Ogir Coins in another mail call video. Well, we decided to do yet another trade. And this time he had seen me going through the collection dump on my recent videos and live streams, and he was hoping that I could help him out with adding some coins to his albums. And so I took a look at his list and sent him a bunch of Merc Dimes and some silver Jeffersons and a few other things, and he emailed me back once he received my package, and I was able to fill quite a few holes in his album, so I was happy about that. And in return, he sent me, I think, $20 and what you see here. So let's get started and go through it. So, first of all, he sent a letter. The Flying Twinkie. Hello. Hope you and your family are doing well, my friend. Inside the package, you'll find a few coins and tokens that I set aside for you. I think you'll like them because they are transit train related. Some vintage silver coins were added too. And you can see them all listed there. Instead of reading through the list, I'll actually show them to you instead. That's much more fun. And then he goes on to say that he sent me that $20 and a list of some of the things on his wish list. So I'm happy that we were able to work out another trade. I think it was successful. He seemed very happy with what he received, and if you recall from last time, I was very happy with what I received from him during the last trade, so I can't wait to see what's in here. That being said, he also included the Numista information pages on many of the items that he included from Numista.com. So thank you very much for doing some research for me. The background information and the specifications on everything is very interesting. But enough about the paperwork. Let's dive into this and see what we have. So here is the first folder, and I love how he makes these folders. And it looks like this has a lot of transit tokens in here. And it's funny, I wasn't really a collector of transit tokens until the first trade that we did. And I just kind of find them fascinating, being somewhat transportation related. And I'm a train and aviation geek, so this appeals to me. So it looks like, first of all, there is a Union Pacific Famous Trains token. And I'm going to switch over to the other camera so we can take a look at these a little bit more easily than having to fight with the autofocus. So here's the first one. It says Cecil B. DeMille's Motion Picture Union Pacific. And it's got a picture of the locomotive. Oh, and look at this. The other side. It's got the Union Pacific shield and a couple locomotives there. And it's from the Aluminum Company of America, or aluminum. Aluminum in these famous trains. Furnished by Aluminum Company of America. And you can see here it says Road of the Steamliners and the Challengers, Union Pacific. So how cool is that? Love it. And by the way, this is a blind trade. I had no idea what he was sending before we got started, so that makes it even more fun, I think. And I just cracked the plastic on this flip, but that's okay. Here's another Union Pacific token. And this says Union Pacific Lucky Piece. And this is also aluminum. And it says a sample of the aluminum in the new Union Pacific train built by Pullman Car and Manufacturing Corporation, Alcoa, Aluminum Company of America. And there's the reverse. So yet another very cool piece. Love that. See, next up we have a transit token, and this is from the T, or the MBTA in Boston. And it's funny because when I used to live in Boston, they were still using these tokens versus the new Charlie cards. And so I've got a few of these myself already, but this is very cool nonetheless to have it flipped up and some of the history behind it. There you can see the T logo on that side, and it's a brass token. Alright, next we have from San Francisco Municipal Railway, a one fare token with SF punched out of the center. And there's the reverse, another brass token. So I'm going to switch back to the other camera for a minute because I think this is hilarious what he did here. Tried to spell Twinkie. And look at those 4 tokens. TWKE. How funny is that? Alright, switching back here. We have a Tacoma Railway and Power Company. That's the T from Twinkie. Here's the W, which is Washington, D.C. Capital Transit Company. Trying to be a bit more careful so I don't break any more of these flips. I like how they're flipped up with all the details written on them. Here's the K from Kingston, New York. And here is the E from Evanston, Illinois. And just really quickly, I'll show you the reverses. That says good for one fare. And then the reverse of the K says Kingston City Transport Corporation, Kingston, New York. Alright, so next up, and I have to say, I think now I have a bona fide collection of transit tokens, so it's official, I am a transit token collector. Here is Honolulu Rapid Transit Company. Good for one fare. And here is Los Angeles, California Railway. Good for one fare. Next up is Miami Transit Company, which is cool because I live near Miami. Here's the other side, which I guess is essentially the same. Next up, we've got New York City. Good for one fare. This next one's pretty cool because it has two letters in the middle, and this is Pacific Electric Railway Company with PE punched out of the middle, and then again on the reverse says good for one fare. And then we have the San Diego, California Electric Railway Company. Good for one full fare. And then finally, the last one here is United Railways Company, St. Louis, Missouri. And that has a date of 1919 on it. So that's everything from the first little folder here. Really, really cool. And now, here is the second folder. And there is a lot of silver in this second folder. Look at that. And a few surprises down here at the bottom too. So let me switch back to the manual camera. This is turning into a long video, so hopefully you're enjoying this. Let's take a look at what we have. So first up is a coin from Australia. This is a 1944 1 shilling. .5% silver, so that's sterling. And it has King George VI on it. Looks like a mintage of 8 million. So that's cool. We have another one here. This is also a 1 shilling from Australia. From 1953. This one's 50% silver. And it has young Elizabeth on the obverse. Coming up next, we have a coin from France. And this is £1 franc from 1916. 83.5% silver. And there is the obverse. Next up, we have a coin from Germany, and this was my only request, really, is for some German silver. And Ogir coins came through. Here's a 90% silver half mark coin from 1905. I just love the way the eagles look on the German coinage. Next up, another German half mark from 1906. Very similar to the last one. And there's the eagle. So I love the German silver. The other thing I like are large, chunky silver coins. And that's what we have next. Here is a British Indian rupee. Look at that. $1943. And this is 50% silver with King George on it once again. This next one's a little different. It's from Morocco. This is 100 francs. 1953, 72% silver. Very nice. Lots of nice detail on that coin. Alright. Next up is a coin from another one of my favorite countries. Here's one from the Netherlands. So there's Juliana. And it's one Dutch gulden from 1956. By the way, for those of you who are wondering why does the Flying Twinkie like coins from Germany and the Netherlands? Well, it's because those are the two international locations where I used to live at one point or another. Alright, next up we have a Swiss half franc, 1959. (83.5% silver). And we can't have a half franc without a whole franc, right? Here is a Swiss 1 franc. Again, 83.5% silver from 1921. Alright, and coming up next, another 1 franc from Switzerland. This one's from 1928. Coming up next, we have another one of those nice, chunky, big coins. This is from the UK, and look at this design. 1 florin with King George V on it. But look at that. That's really nice. Second issue, it says. 50% silver. There's the king on the obverse. Sticking with the UK coins, we have a 1 shilling, 4th type, with George V from 1934. There he is. And finally, another nice big coin. 2 shillings. Again, 50% silver from 1942. There we go. Now we have the mystery envelopes. So let's open this one up and see what goodie is inside. Oh, this is cool. Here is a proof bicentennial quarter. Nice. Don't see those every day. Alright, now we've got 3 little wrappers here. This first one has a Dutch cent in it. Look at that. Nice. Love this design. $1961. And then, looks like we have another one. This one, also from 1961. Very similar to the first one I showed you. And then finally, one more to go. Nice. This is a dated 1991 Chuck E. Cheese token, where a kid can be a kid. It's in pretty nice shape, I have to say. So, there we have it. That is everything from Ogir Coins. And that concludes this very lengthy mail call. If you're still here, thank you very much for watching. Almost up to half an hour at this point of going through all these goodies from Ogir Coins. But thank you very much for sending me all these. Everything you sent is absolutely amazing and awesome, and will certainly be an enjoyable part of my collection. So there we have it. Another Flying Twinkie mail call. This one was a bit of a marathon, but if you enjoyed it, please give the video a thumbs up. Let me know what you think of everything in the comments, and thank you for leaving comments, those of you who do. It's an honor to read each and every one of them. Be sure you're subscribed to the channel and ring the notification bell so you're notified whenever I post a new video, do a giveaway, or host a live stream. So thank you very much for watching, and until next time, I'm the Flying Twinkie.